So the one thing that if you do have people, please shoot them a message, let them know that the information was sent out incorrectly by accident as far as the password for this. So because I know it would let me in automatically, but then I was like, wait a minute, that's how you just get on there. The one thing that if you do have people, gotta love this turquoise background. It's amazing. Not really. So anyway, but yeah, so welcome everybody here. We're gonna get started because obviously this is live now, but sorry for the inconvenience of that. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we're gonna be going over some stuff today, and I don't have everybody's recognition in here yet because I ran out of time, so I only have certain people. But so we're gonna start recognizing people this
Ooh,
week,
they're gonna do
next week
recognition.
on the team meeting as well. So give me a second here. Then I gotta make you co-host so we can mute
Yeah.
people. Give me a second. There we go. So you're now co-host. Awesome. So if you could help me out with that, that would be awesome. And then obviously I got my beautiful wife in South Africa. If you can tell, I'm not at home. I'm actually in a turquoise room here. I'm in my brother's house in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And yes, it's cold. 23 degrees this morning. I had to scrape my windshield. I haven't had to do for like a year. So it's like that's always fun. Anyway, so if you guys never experienced that, go to Michigan. Come on, you come join us. Anyway, so we're super excited. Obviously, this is the next level meeting. We're going to be talking about some cool things that we're going to be launching from a team perspective, and very, very excited about that because we're helping people get to the next level. We also help people get to director. So we're going to be talking about this destination director that we're doing. So again, if you didn't know, we're part of the This Is a Team, the most amazing team in the entire world. Our team is growing by leaps and bounds, and so we're been a part of this team for a little over 3 years now, and it has been a game changer for us, for our family, for our friends, for people all over the world. And we're so blessed to be working with this couple, Steve and Gina Merritt, who works with Joyce, who works with Ken and Diana. They also work with Matt and Kim Curtis, and then us here. We're all hit the highest rank in the company. Now they've created 3 new ranks. It's like, hallelujah. It's amazing. I love dangling carrots, and that have actually a lot of cash incentive bonuses on top of it. And we're going to get those carrots very quickly, which is fun. So we're on a trail all the way up to the top of the mountain. And this is next level training. This is the coaching we do once again. And we're going to talk about Strays Accelerate. We're talking about destination director because we're going to talk about why director is so important in this industry. Because again, it unlocks all the compensation. So you really need to get director, help people get director because that's the key. People that said, I've had a few people say, well, my income has dropped a little bit since the new compensation. Well, it's because people that are not directors, you're not getting paid on until they are director. As far as the mentorship bonuses, you got to be a director yourself. So it's pretty cool. So our goal is to dream big and thrive in 2025. And this is the year of acceleration. Things are accelerating like never before. Our teams are exploding. We got business all over the world. Our numbers are increasing every single day. So we're super excited about that. And obviously November and December are going to be the biggest months we've ever experienced. We're already experiencing that. And obviously there's a lot of great things coming out of this. So the strategies, so we're going to talk about, and again, I forgot to change the thing at the top, but really we're going to talk about, once again, a little bit more about the compensation plans, focusing on director and why we want to take advantage of that. Obviously the new incentive trips, obviously team recognition. I don't have everybody on here, so I'm going to do recognition over this week and next week, talking more about the recognition of people, wins for the week, and then also we're going to talk about destination director, setting yourself up for big success. So we're going to talk about that real quick. So Meta, you want to say hi real quick? Hopefully the storms have passed and you
Yeah,
can actually
well,
hear.
it's on and off. We're having these crazy storms in
Well,
South
your
Africa.
picture's off, so I'm seeing a picture of us instead of your
Oh,
beautiful face. So
okay.
if you can put your camera on, there you go.
Hey.
Thank
So, I just want to say good evening, good afternoon to everyone and let you know that we're really are placed to win big with regards to this opportunity. And you know what, if you're sitting around thinking, I wonder if this is going to happen, well, you know what, you're going to watch it happen. I'm going to say get on board, make a decision to be a next level leader and get your business to the next level. We're going to be sharing some amazing things. The company, the team, Steve and Gina Merritt are pulling out all the stops with the convention coming up in January. They're actually going to be in Orlando tonight live. So if you know anybody in Orlando, get your people to Orlando. They're going to be red hot on fire and your people will get fired up and moving along. So that is what you want to see your business going to the next level is to see your team members winning. So make sure everybody gets to all the meetings, whether they are going to watch online or whether they're going to be there in person, but you do not want to miss out on any level. Out of state, in state, out of country, in country. You want to be making sure you're there.
Yes, absolutely. So the biggest part to this again is we really want to help people all over the world. There's a lot of stuff going on, and they're going to be using the new app specifically for this, for different meetings that are going on. It's going to start developing into a great tool that we're going to use. So really, the things that we want to do is make sure that you have a better idea of some of the things on how we do this. I wanted to make sure that people also have access to this. I'm waiting for Steve and Gina Merritt. Whoops, that didn't show. There we go. Go back to Zoom. Share my screen. There we go. But my wife and I actually put together a quick video. It's 16 minutes long, explains more about the business and the opportunity in 16 minutes. We're leveraging that with three-way calls, three-way Zooms, getting us on the line, getting your leaders on the line. Obviously, if you're part of Josh's team, he's going to be putting together a video. Ken and Diana are putting together a video. Steve and Gina are putting together a video. We're going to be leveraging Steve and Gina's. In the meantime, we leverage ours. Once again, this all has the new information on it. And Menem and I are probably going to, at the beginning of the year when I get to South Africa, record a new one because they got even new slides with the new recognition, the new award and stuff like that, as far as the biotech award, which is pretty awesome. We want to include in that as well. But scan this; it'll take you right to there and save that link so you can share with people. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. But we talked about this every week about convergence. There's a lot of things going on. We got the compensation plan 2.0. We're going to highlight this today, talking about the power of going director. Obviously, there's incentives, there's bonuses, but it unlocks a lot. And when you're helping other people, get director. You've heard other people talk about this. If you heard Andy and Mandy Hosier along with Steve and Gina Merritt on Saturday for their training, they talked about this, and it's huge. Now we got the relaunch ranking up bonus. That is still live. Brand new people can take advantage of the launch bonus, but now they have the relaunch bonus. The relaunch bonus for anybody who's an active brand partner that actually is not rated as a 1 or 2 star manager yet. They're just a brand partner. Once they become a 1-star manager, they earn a $25 bonus. We got, I think, 6 or 7 weeks left on that right now, so they can take advantage of that. And if they get a 2-star manager, they get a $50 bonus. And then anybody who helps them do that, they get matching bonuses. So those of you who have actually accomplished that, you're going to start realizing you're getting those bonuses. And you want to help other people do that because you're going to start getting a 50% matching bonus on people doing that. So you can earn up to $25 per person by helping them just go 2-star director. And then we also have the new app. You want to actually get the new app. I don't have the QR code on here right now, but the LifeWave Now. Go to your team mentor, and they will actually walk you through how to get that. It's like $9 a month. It's free for the first 30 days, but they're going to be utilizing that not just for social media, but for ways of communication and everything else. All of this is being developed as we speak, which is very, very exciting. It's got a ton of information there to help you do posts very easily on all the different social media platforms, but also for team purposes as well. Oh, here it is. There's the QR code. So step one, I recommend taking a screenshot of this, but if not, take a picture of step one, or basically open up step one, and then basically go back to your camera, open up step two, because once you have the LifeWave Now app, you now can also have this is a team portion of that, which gives you a bunch of other resources. A lot of the stuff that's on this is at info. This is a team, and also on the school platform, and now also on here, but we're going to be using it basically for meetings that are going on. So imagine saying, I got a friend who's in Texas, and you pull up that there's actually meetings going on in Texas next week. You can tie them into an in-person meeting because it's going to be listed on there. That's where things are going. That's not going to happen today, but it's going to be happening in the next several months. And next year, we're going to utilize that in a big way, and it's going to be very, very cool. And so, of course, the incentive trips are huge. This is another thing that they're doing. Again, for those in the APAC region, you're going to be going to Malaysia. Us in North America are going to Hawaii. Those in Europe are going to Budapest, which I love. This is one place I've always wanted to go. I haven't been there yet, so unfortunately we can't go there because we're going to be in Hawaii. But it's pretty cool that we'll be developing a lot of business. So our goal is have you go there and meet a bunch of people so that we can build a lot more business in Budapest, which is kind of cool. So we have to go, right? And then I want you to talk, if you can, a little bit about the power of two, because this is absolutely huge. Because it's something that we're helping a lot of people with to help them get to 1-2-star manager and 1-star director.
Yeah, so we're talking about a 21-day fast start plan. And this is for anybody. This is for the person who's starting today, or the person who's been involved with this opportunity for the last 3 months or 4 months or even a year. And you just want to get that breakthrough, So we're all on this fast start, 21-day. And if today is your first day, let it be your first day today, and keep going consistent. I was listening to Ron Rabin. He's actually the chimney sweep, who was one of the first senior presidential directors. And he said, he consistently made sure that he did those income producing activities every day, those IPAs, and the whole thing is all about consistency. And that's what we were achieving with this 21-day fast start plan. So you make a decision to get started because, we talk about decide to decide. If you've not yet gotten started, and I'm not even talking about getting your package, I'm talking about launching your business. Like, may today be your launch date. Make that decision, decide to decide. Today's the day I'm going to launch. And then what do we ask you to do after that? And we're not just putting this out there to you, we're doing it as well. We're saying, you know what, go and find that one person who's going to get started along with you, and find a second person. You put one left and one right. Why? Because no matter what the compensation plan is looking like right now, we may have these enhancement and 9 ways of getting paid, but we're still doing the same thing. The basics are still the same. We're building 2 strong teams, a left team and a right team. So you speak to your friends and you put one on the left, one on the right. Let's do that in the first 48 hours. And that is a 1-star manager. And like Greg's already shown you, those are those additional startup bonuses that you're going to be earning. And then we go and do it again. We put another person left and another person right. And I'm going to say, go through your phone. I'm telling you, people think they've been through every name they have, and they tell me they have no names. We open up the phone and there's hundreds of names they have not yet contacted. So call those people up and tell them what you have your hands on, because it's too good not to share. And the worst thing they can do is say no. The best thing they can do is say no, because it just leads you to the next person, right? So get those 4 people in, and that makes you a 2-star manager. And we talk about advanced package or above. Why advanced? Because that opens you up to earning on every level on the compensation plan. You don't want to just start a person up just to get them started. You want to set them up to win, okay? Because they're going to duplicate what you're doing. And they're either going to duplicate the good or they're going to duplicate the bad. If you're going to sign up a person with one sleeve, what are they going to do? They're going to go sign people up with one sleeve. So get people started at the advanced level or above, because they're going to do what you did. And once you've got them at 2-star manager above, when you do this consistently and you do it for 21 days and you keep repeating it and then helping people to do exactly what you did, there's the opportunity or potential of earning $3,216 the first 21 days. If you have not yet made that kind of money in this business, in this opportunity, today's the day to start your first day of this 21-day fast start and prove them right. David wants to pay that money to you. $3,216 in rands is quite a bit of rands, South Africa. So don't miss out. For those of you in the States, it's a nice little bit of Christmas money, spending money. Everybody's thinking about Christmas and the gifts and the holiday season and what they're going to do. Well, the money's there. All we have to do is go out and share. And the 21 days fast start is a great way to launch your business. So make a decision, decide. Today's the day for the 21-day, the first day of your 21-day fast start.
Imagine, like Men has been talking about, again, imagine making over 50,000 Rand in the next 21 days. Now, again, you might make a portion of that. You might make more than that. It all depends upon you. So I tell people, if you even an extra 20,000, Rand in the next 21 days, would that be helpful to you? Whatever it is, because what it really is duplicating this, and all it is the first week, you find one left, one right, 48 hours within the first week at 4. The next week, you're duplicating the people doing that and just putting another left, another right the second week. And the third week, another left, another right. That's it. So you have basically 4 personals right, 4 personals right, 4 personals left, and that's all it is in the next 21 days. So we can help you do that. And why are we doing that? Because we want to help you get to 1-star director to earn that $500 bonus. I mean, if you look at here the first 21 days, you see that in here. Once again, rank up to 1-star director, you earn that extra 500. That's included in this number here. But what that does unlocks all the other things that you can earn and actually helping other people get director. Because when they start doing that, you're going to start earning bonuses on that, that is absolutely huge. So I don't want to spend any more time on this, but just know if you master this and learn this, it's the biggest thing that would Andy Hosier said on Saturday, this is the biggest breakthrough in our team, basically, with Steve and Gina focusing on this and actually building this out, the Power 2. It's helping a lot of people. And the next thing here is I'm going to mention is basically All In. If you don't have a ticket to All In, the 11th commandment is thou shalt not kid thyself. If you say, I'm going to do all this stuff, I'm going to make all kinds of money, I got my big dreams, but I'm not going to attend any functions, I don't know of anyone, no one, zero, that's actually making any kind of significant money that doesn't attend all the functions. We've attended every single function in person that we possibly can, and everyone they have online, we've been there online too. We're going to be in person in Vegas. We got a lot of people we're bringing with us, and if you're not in Vegas, you need to basically get the virtual ticket to basically, because only 500 tickets available for in person. I don't know if they're sold out yet. They keep on saying they got like 1 or 2 tickets left, but anyway, you want to basically make sure you have tickets in hand for that or virtually, and you want to block out the dates 9th and 10th. Is if your boss at your job said you must watch this, you must take notes on this, we're going to quiz you on it, and if you fail the quiz, you're fired. You know what I mean? If you're going to take that seriously from a boss, you're your own boss. You get to basically, I would say, BYOB, right? Be your own boss. So you're now your own boss. Now you basically determine how successful you're going to be. Take this seriously, because when you do, you take serious notes and you make serious decisions, and that's how things happen. So again, you can actually go right to, obviously, book it right through the This Is It convention. And then again, we've already booked for Orlando. So again, we're already promoting Orlando, even though this is coming up in 2 months in January. We're promoting Orlando already. And because this is something that's going to be coming up, and this is going to be over 10,000 people. 10,000 people in person, which is amazing. So our goal is 1 million strong for Steve and Gina, and then we're going to be 1 million strong ourselves. It's happening. It's going to happen. And so once again, if you want to be part of that, and actually you say the same thing, going, I'm going to have 1 million people on my team, we'll help you get it done. Amen. So the last thing about this is what people do is they worry about stuff when the stuff like this happens. The best thing to do is work with the team. Just say, I want to get that 21-day challenge moving forward, and work with the people to help you get that done. So again, I was supposed to have a slide for this. So I've got a slide, but I don't have a preparatory slide. I don't have everybody in here yet, so I apologize. There's a lot of people who have ranked up. We're going to start recognizing people this week and next week. But what I want to do is I want to start doing something. Most of the people on Chuck and Diane's team. So Chuck, I'm going to have you do the majority of talking on this because you've had the most people on here, and we do have other people on our team and other teams. I don't have loaded yet. We're going to recognize them next week. And if I missed anybody, please be patient with me because I'm doing all this stuff myself. I was juggling unexpectedly this morning. I wasn't expecting to do, so I was hoping to have this done earlier today, but I didn't get a chance to do that done. So Ken. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's it. I keep on saying Ken. No, you're gonna have to make the same kind of money as Ken, but no. But I want you to start.
Amen, amen.
So if you can do me a favor and talk about each of these 1-star managers, and I got another slide with another 1-star managers. It's not the only ones, but if I missed anybody, you can talk about them as well. So if you want to start mentioning some of these people and talk about them, and if they're on, that would be awesome. If they're not, just maybe if you can share about that, that'd be great.
All right. Well, Renee Rutten has been with us for quite a while, and she just recently decided to get going here. She still hasn't fully applied herself. She's a superstar, and she will be applying herself. So, Renee Rutten, congratulations on 1-star manager. We're so excited to have her on our team. The next one over, Susan Esker. She actually passed 1,000 points and helped Dr. Amanda become a 1-star executive. So we're really excited about Susan, director. So we're really excited about Susan and her start here, 1-star, close to 2-star. Susan is part of Dr. Amanda's team. And then a great story is Andy Tran. She was on a missions trip with Dr. Rick Barrett and Dr. Amy here from St. Louis. Dr. Amy Wicks was on that same missions trip. And Dr. Amy actually roomed with Andy. And that raised Andy's belief level so much that she signed up with her friend, Dr. Rick. And in 2 days, she went to 1-star manager. She came in at Advanced Plus, and then she signed up one person at Advanced Plus, and bam, 1,000 points, 1-star manager. And that's what pushed Dr. Rick up to 3-star manager on Monday of last week. So do you have another slide, or is that it for the slides?
No, that's for this one here. We're sorry. And then this next one here is another 1-star manager. I was going to have names over here because I don't have pictures of everybody, but we'll have that next week. So
no, that's okay. This is Pastor Stoney Shaw. Diane and I actually went to his church. My goodness, it was decades and decades ago. He's been a friend for many, many years. He's over in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, and he has led us to some superstars. It's just a matter of him contacting some of his people. He'll rank advanced very quickly. Him and his wife Susie are amazing. So the other people that Dennis Carroll, he went 2-star manager.
Oh, I think I have this next one here. So do I have?
Okay, we got some more here.
Oh, I don't have
Let's
I don't
see.
have Dennis on here, but I've got Nana and Pete. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Dennis Carroll, 2-star manager. He owns a successful body shop. He's actually in the process of selling that, retiring, and doing Lifeway full time. He's led us to Dr. David, who you're going to hear more and more about that guy. He has an incredible personal story going on. But Dennis Carroll's a great businessman. He's going to do awesome. Mary Tamala, you don't have on here. She's a 3-star manager, new 3-star manager. She already had a cruise booked. She's going on that right now, and she'll be back. She is fired about this business.
Yep.
Watch Mary Tamala raise to top. She's a current 3-star manager. Diane Dixon. Diane Dixon is a friend of Mary. Diane Dixon is a 2-star manager.
Mhm.
And Diane has led us to a guy named Shannon, who is a superstar in another networking company called Ambit. And they got tons of leaders coming on board. So you're going to hear a lot from Diane Dixon and Mary Tamala, part of Sheila and Eddie's team. So we're super excited about them. I think you got a slide there. My good friend Pete Hamby.
Oh yeah, that's Pete.
Go
Yep.
back when Pete and I have been buds for a long, long time. In a previous business, when he first signed up, he said, I'm going to make you a lot of money and we're going to become best friends. And he's done both. He's built huge international businesses. And you and I have teased him lately. I'll let him listen to this recording, but he is capable of so much.
Yep.
And he's ready to go. So I'm really excited about what Pete's going to do. You know, Nana, she's been working with us. She's got some huge things in the works. She just went 2-star manager. She is a superstar. I just talked to a lady last night for her. She is smoking this thing. So let's see who else we got here.
I got people here. I got 3-star managers here for someone who went 1, 2, and 3-star.
Yeah, Dr. Dennis Rodden, 1, 2, and 3-star all in the same week, basically. Last week, hit all 3. He basically had the volume, just needed one little thing to get himself situated. But he is a superstar. He's the one who led me to Dr. Rick Barrett. So really, really excited about those guys. They have so much potential for what they're going to do. And then not to forget Dr. Rick and Mary, the superstars of the week. On Monday, they went 3-star manager. And then just Sunday, because of the help of Joe Kahn, who went 1-star manager and pushed all the way up to 1,000, Dr. Rick and Mary went from 3-star manager on Monday to 1-star director on Sunday. So they did a double rank advance in the same week and got the $500 bonus, half of it now, the other half after 4 weeks of hitting 1-star director. So we're super excited about all these rank advancements. William Botsford is another friend of mine. He went 1-star manager last week. Let's see. I think that does it. Yep, that's everybody. So
Yep,
it was a great week. Great week.
Yeah, and so we got the 1-star director here. So like I said, it's been a great week. And this is just the beginning. And this is what's going to happen for a lot of your teams because there's a lot of people that, again, are hitting ranks and they're getting to the next rank because with the way the company's set up now, it is absolutely phenomenal. So we want to basically congratulate everybody on all of this. And again, next week we're going to be, there's a lot of people on here that I apologize and I did not put your slide on there. We're going to recognize you next week because I ran out of time. So with all the traveling I've been doing and everything else. So Mena, did you want to say something real quick?
Yeah, I just wanted to say we have a lot out of Denise's team, Angela and Marielba and so on. So there are a lot of people that have ranked there. Also out of Europe, we have a lot of new ranks as well. So we will be announcing those next week. We've got, and also some personals as well that we've had rank up. So exciting news to share. But congratulations, Chuck and Diane. I was so proud of all the rank ups there. It's really, really exciting to see all of this happening. And I know Dennis and Delora as well have got a lot going on there. So excited to see you next week. And do come back because we're going to be recognizing all of you next week and you'll see there'll be a lot more happening.
Yes.
So excited.
Yeah, and again, I apologize. It's just because it's like when I love the format. So as soon as Chuck and Diane send us the pictures, I said that's the format we're going to use. So we want to start putting pictures in there, which each of the different people, and then make sure that your people, if you have people on your team or if you ranked up, you let us know about it because if we don't know, we don't know. I mean, the one thing that I wish the company would have is the rank ups for different people on the teams. Something that they can do. We're suggesting that's the company in the back office. They'll be able to have that. They do.
They are doing that, but it's on the LifeWave page on Facebook. They're highlighting all the new rank ups. It's just a matter of there's just so many.
So many.
So
Yes.
that's why it's important for team leads. If you're on here and you've got a team going, it's important for you to do what Chuck and Diane are doing and control what's happening in your business, because we're not going to know everything, but we want to recognize everyone, so we don't want to miss out on anybody. So make sure you get the names to us. I know Rudy and
Yep.
also have ranked up, and Tom Sotosanti as well. So there's a lot happening, and we're not disregarding your rank ups. We are going to be recognizing everybody next week.
Yep, absolutely. So the one thing that I want to do also, we want to talk a little about win for the week. So we want to have some people share some of the different wins. Man, if you can grab that real quick. So we have different people that have ranked up. We want to hear from you. So if you can obviously share. I'm trying to get this slide to work here. I apologize. Why is this not working? There we go. There we go. Sorry. So here we go. Zoom. One more time. This is all over the board today. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so here we go. So this is one thing we want to always hear, wins for the week. So we want to hear from other people. Because our to-do list for every single week is we want to win again, and we want to win some more. We want to help everybody do the same. And winning really means we're helping people. So we want this could be helping people again, and helping people even more, right? So, but that's what it is, and that's what our goal is to do. So I want to open it up for anybody here, anybody who wants to share, and I do, Chuck, want to hear from you too. So you can wait to the end or to the beginning if you want to share, because you've got amazing things happening, and we want to hear what you're doing, and because obviously those people on the team, it's not just a one person effort; it's a whole team effort, which is pretty huge. So either if you want to start, or if you want to have someone else start, that'd be fine. But I'd love to hear from you as well, because I didn't prep you for it, but if you can share, that would be amazing.
I'll let anybody else go first, and I'll definitely share.
Yep, please do. Go ahead, share. Go ahead, Chuck.
You want me to share now?
Yeah, go ahead, share now. Yeah, thank you. I should just say, Chuck, why don't you start? Why don't you kick it off?
First of all, I do love people.
Yes.
That helps. But I'm also self-interested. I want to go to this contest. I've missed the last 2 trips, and that's not happening again.
No.
And so we're halfway to winning this trip now. And so what we did is we really started focusing on what we have to do to make this happen. And so in the back office, it might help to show people if you want to show them, but in the back office, you got your commissions on the left, and then to the right of that is your personal volume, your team volume, and then your binary balancing, the right left. I click on that one that has the right left, and it shows me in ranking order where people are at that I've personally enrolled. And I take the low-hanging fruit first. I look at who's close to a rank advancement. And then I'll just give you an example. Dr. Dennis Rodden was a good example. He had all the volume he needed. He had Dr. Rick on one side of his business who's crushing this. He just wasn't doing 110 BV a month, So he was at 55 to get his volume to stay, but he wasn't at 110. So I got him to 110 last week, and bam, bam, he went 3-star. Then Dr. Rick, for example, I was watching him. He's got tons of volume on both sides of his business, but he's not had any leaders step up and build the business with him. And so when Andy came back from that missions trip and she was fired up, we helped her go 1-star manager in like 2 days. And because she came in at the Advanced Plus and Science of Advanced Plus, it gave the 1,000 points. That pushed Dr. Rick to 3-star manager on Monday.
Yep.
Once he hit 3-star manager on Monday, I noticed that you start getting the binary bonus when you hit 3-star manager.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had every week since the new comp plan came apart, accumulating the volume. And so he had a really nice binary bonus on Monday when he hit 3-star manager. And then I'm thinking, now wait, if I can get him to director, I get a match on that big bonus. And so I start working really hard throughout the week to help him find someone else to get to 1,000, which is all he needed. One more team to 1,000. And he jumped from 3-star manager to 1-star director. And with the help of Joe Kahn, who's a great individual on his team, she pushed until Sunday. It was late Sunday night. She got that done. And so by her getting to 1,000 points on her team, that pushed Dr. Rick and Mary up to a 1-star director, which then you and Josh and everybody else got a matching bonus on that big thing because we got it done in 1 week. So I'm kind of looking at my back office. I look at my personals first, but then when I find the personal that I can help get to that next level, Diane and I have the username and passwords for a lot of our leaders. And so we go into their back office and we look, okay, who on their team can we now help to get them to where they need to be? And so we start working in depth, because the farther down we can get to help someone, it helps everybody in between, as you've taught us and we've known in this industry, tap rooting. And so we do that. We get down as far as we can, and then we help that person, which springboards. I'll give you another example. Several of the people at Rank Advanced were as a result of that new guy, Shannon, coming on board, who was previously with Ambit. He did, I don't know, maybe 1,000 points. He's not quite to 2-star yet, but his volume triggered Diane Dixon, Mary, and Sheila, and Eddie, all Rank Advanced, because one guy down 5 levels deep came on board and put a lot of points in right away. So 2 things I'd leave you with. Number 1, check your personals and see who's close. There might be some low-hanging fruit that you don't even know about, like Dr. Dennis Rollins, a personal of mine. I didn't know that he was just doing 55 points every 31 days. So all I had to do is get him to 110, and boom, 1, 2, 3 star. We got 10 points towards the contest for that one act. And so just that simple one act. So that's one thing. The other thing is always be looking as far down in depth as you can. The example of Shannon is a great example that triggered like 5 people rank advancing. So those are the 2 best tips I think I can give people.
That is amazing. I'm so glad I got this recorded, because again, that is huge when you go in the back office and looking at that and saying, how can I help that person, get to the next level? That is huge. And you can see the results from that. That's exactly what happens. Not just hoping that's going to happen and not just talking about it, but actually going in there and strategizing to make it happen. So thank you, Chuck, for sharing that. That's absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for that. So, and again, at the very end, if we have some time for a few minutes, we might have to, answer some questions, stuff like that regarding that. But I'd love to hear from maybe a couple of people specifically on wins for the week, things that have changed. Could be a rank up, could be a income change, could be something you've learned, something that you're implementing that you're actually getting from that. So if you want to share that, anybody wants to come off mute and share, I would love to hear some other wins for the week. That'd be great.
Greg, while you're waiting, I got one more thing that will really help people.
Sure.
The relaunch bonus is a golden nugget we have right now that's only going to be available from now till January 4th. But that's another great reason to get people to go for 1-star and 2-star manager that you're not going to have except for new people going forward. But you got it right now for everybody. So I use that a lot to get people off the fence and get them going now, as opposed to just kind of waiting until the holidays over. Look, you got till January 4th. How many of these $25 or $50 bonuses do you want? Yeah. So if you're not already a 3-star manager or 2-star manager above, you're eligible. And that's a lot of people that are eligible for that relaunch bonus. So once you taught me that was available for people that did not hit it, I've used that a lot. I forgot about that, but that's another big reason for all those rank advancements, because that gave me a reason to reach out to these people and what's in it for them, not just helping other people rank advance. Hey, let's get you to 750, which will get you a $25 a week bonus between now and the January 4th, as long as you maintain that or above. And then getting people from 1-star to 2-star. So that was a real big piece of getting all those rank advancements too.
And that's awesome, because really, if you think about that, I joke around people. I say $200 a month doesn't seem like a lot, but to a new person or anybody, including us, if Chuck and I were in a room and someone dropped two $100 bills, we'd be bumping heads trying to pick it up. I mean, that's the way it's, because it's like who gets their first wins, right? And it is a temporary thing, but for new people, taking advantage of that and getting them out of the gate in 48 and left and right by Monday night, you follow that pattern and just help the people get started right away. Once again, get them started quickly with a sense of urgency, because you got that week they get started, and then 8 additional weeks after that to basically have them qualify for the bonuses. And so, it's a time ticking. And if they don't take advantage of the last week, they only get the bonuses from last week. So you want to make sure that they take advantage of all 9 weeks, which is huge. So thank you for sharing that, because that is big, big, big. And that's what, like I said, Andy and Mandy, this is the best thing that we could do, because they've launched these things. And when Steve and Gina said the power of 2, and they said we're gonna break it down into simplistic things, make it very simple and easy, and help people duplicate it. That's what this is. It's all about duplication, which is huge. Awesome. Thank you again, Chuck, for that. Fantastic. So anyone else want to share any wins for the week or any things they're learning? It could be even from the leaderships we're doing, different things like that. From that Ken's doing, that we're doing, that we're tying people into, that you want to share. We'd love for someone else to share if we could, because we want to hear from you. Because then I want to share a little bit more about the destination director we're going to be talking about. Because trust me, I could share a lot, but I'm not going to. There's a lot of wins. Brendan, yes, he raised his hand. So yes, we'd love to see you. So please share.
All right. Unfortunately, I can even put my camera on. It's, as you can see, it's quite dark
Yeah,
here
I was
right now.
expecting like lightning strikes in the background because you're not too far from Enna.
Yes, so that's the situation. However, luckily we still have internet connection.
Mhm.
But just wanted to say, a really awesome win for the week is that there was a gentleman that I had basically I told him about the patches like quite a while ago, and I'd come across a testimonial that really I thought, oh my word, it made me think of him. And I shared it with him, and he said, oh my word, Brendan, I've actually been thinking about you. I've been seeing these things about stem cell injections, and I'm having like this pain, and I'm really worried about diabetes. I really want to, get cracking. So that gentleman is going to be engaging his family, and we're going to be doing a presentation for all of them in this coming week. But as it stands, it was quite interesting to see again how powerful the follow-up, can also be. So I think it was quite, that was quite a nice win, especially sometimes we actually forget about people. We go about a day and we don't remember how many times we actually mention the patch to people or bring it up in conversation. And that's also the thing, how many times can we do that? At least plant the seed and grow the relationship. And so that when you do reach out to them again, at least they know that you're reaching out because you care.
Yes.
And I think, that's really just helped. But yeah, so that's also quite a nice win. And as it stands, I think it's quite a win again. These trainings every week are, becoming more and more elevated, Greg. And it's really awesome to see how much improvement is happening, every week. And again, sorry about the wrong password, but
No,
the trainings are really good.
I'm just glad I caught that. And I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here, and it just hit me. And I went, wait a minute, let me take a look at this and make sure it's correct. But no, not a problem. All the stuff that you do for our team and everything else, yeah, you're amazing. So I appreciate you. So thank you so much.
So I just wanted to tag on that. So Brendan, all those people that you've just reconnected with, invite them to the event on the 6th of December and 7th of December.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's move this thing out of the way here. So I'm trying to do a slide here, and it's not allowing me to do this. This is so crazy. So anyway, so go ahead, Mena. So also for yourself, Mena, you want to share something real quick, because you've been telling me every day things that are going on. I'd love for you to share for a minute. Some of the things that have been happening.
Yeah, it's really exciting, to be able to travel and still to do this business no matter where you're at. And even when you're boarding a plane or, sitting at an airport, there are people to talk to all over the place. But yesterday was quite interesting because my mom has a friend that's now in an assisted living place, and we go and visit her every so often. And, she's just been, having some challenges with her health and so on. And I don't, she is herself a very educated woman, and she, owned a business. And so she understands a lot about science and so on. And she knew that I was involved with the X39 product, and, shared some of that with her a while back. But, she was moving, and she was, transitioning to assisted living. We went and visited her yesterday, and her roommate, who we have seen on a previous occasion, we was talking to Jan, and her roommate Barbara was listening in, and Jan asked me, am I still doing the X39? And I told her yes, and she wanted to know again how it works and so on and so on. And her roommate was all ears, and she walked out the room, and she came back in again. She took my hand and she said, you've got to come and meet David. And she said he needs to know about this patch, and he needs a patch, and he wants to talk to you. So David, and it was so sad. a 62-year-old guy who had a car accident age 18 and is paralyzed from the neck down. And literally all he does is lie on a bed or sit in a wheelchair, and that's since the age 18, like literally. And so I was introduced to David, and obviously I did speak to him about Jesus, and he's very bitter because of his situation. But he wanted to know about the patch. He said he's been researching stem cell therapy and all that kind of thing because he knows that it could probably help him. And so I did. I spoke to him and I shared with him the information. He gave me his number. Yesterday in the assisted living, I got 3 numbers. I went there just to take my mom to visit a friend, and I didn't think that I'd come away with numbers, but I was so touched, I mean, just seeing David there and just being so thankful for the fact that we have our health, and here's this man, and he kept telling me I've missed out on all these years, and I just thought to myself, I know God can do a miracle, but what if the patch can help him get back some quality of life? So anyway, obviously I've sent him the information and all of that. And while we were on our meeting, doing our presentation, I had a message from a girl that I spoke to a while back at a networking event, and she said to me, you know what, I'm talking to a lot of people because her husband recently died. So she has a big why. She has to kind of be the breadwinner now in her family. She does have a job and she's working as an au pair and things like that, but things have changed drastically for her. And she said to me, I've got a lot of people I can give this information to. And so, you know what, you never know. Everybody's time comes sometime. Don't forget about the people, like Brendan said, don't forget about the people that you've spoken to. Take control of your business. I'm making a concerted effort of writing down everybody's name that I think of, that I talk to, that I'm following up with. Every name gets written down every single day, whatever activity I'm doing, just because I don't want to forget people, because you don't know when the time is right. And we are business owners. So it's take control. We take control of our business. Don't let circumstances control your destiny. You make a decision that you can be in control of your future. And you know what? When we work with God, He leads us. He'll open the right doors at the right time with the right people, the right leaders. And so just, the very reason that we are all here is because God ordained it for us to be here. So don't take this lightly. There is a big and a bright future. And that's what I said to David. I said to him, you know what? Your future is bright. And I just felt like maybe what I said to him was so small compared to what he's going through. But I think he needed to have someone speak life to him. He's in an assisted living where everybody is, just dealing with their issues. And here comes somebody that he doesn't know, and I can at least speak some hope.
Yes.
And who knows? I have David's number. So every day I can reach out to him. And I know he's not going to tell me to stop, because that's a lifeline. God gave it to him yesterday. And I didn't know that I was going to be there to speak about patches. We were just visiting, and God ordained that. So, make everything count. Every opportunity counts.
100%. Yes. And that is really, you never know the divine appointments. I mean, like I said, I went to the gym this morning, met 2 people. I talked to 3 people, met two people that are interested. And one I got coffee with tomorrow morning, both ambitious. One's does landscaping. He's 20 years old, has just bought his own house, has a landscaping company. And he said, I'm always looking at stuff. He said, what's missed in my life is mentorship. And he's literally seeking mentorship. And I told all the mentorship group that we have, and he's like, I'm very interested in talking. The other gentleman actually owns a couple different companies. He's 31 or 32 years old, but his wife lives in Toronto with his 2-year-old daughter. And I said, so if you double, triple, quadruple your income, do you think that you'd be spending more time with you and your daughter? Because he said he flies her every 2 weeks. I said, no. He goes, we'd be living together. I said, okay, well, let's talk about how we can get that done. So he was very, very interested. That's the guy I'm having the coffee with tomorrow. So again, I could go on and on, but it's just, again, making opportunities when they're there, just to say, look for divine appointments. I was supposed to walk out of the gym But I wanted to make sure that my pass was good because me and my brother are working out tomorrow morning, and I said, "Hey, I want to make sure that my pass works fine. That I'm going to bring a guest tomorrow." And he said, "Yeah, it works fine." He said, "I said I'm from Florida." He goes, "Oh, Florida, okay." He goes, "What do you do for a living?" I'm glad you asked. So it's it's pretty interesting how God loads them up, right? It's pretty awesome. And we took for 15 minutes. It's just awesome. So what I want to do is I want to shift right now to, once again, because I want to take the next 10, 15 minutes to talk a little bit about this. This is the graphic of the day. I just created this, so it's like I'm going to use like ChatGPT or AI just to create stuff for me in the future. I was just trying to, I stole a slide from something and just put director over what it said there. So anyway, so we're going to talk about destination director because we've been talking about this. Why do you want to go director? First and foremost, I want to make sure you understand what it takes to get director done. You basically have to have 110 points. It's a total of 5,000 points in volume, of which basically only 2,500 can be used from any one person in the group. But basically you have the 2 legs at 1,000. We got a lot of people that have 1 leg at 1,000, and the 3-star managers, in order to get to a 1-star director, you got to have a second, it's not a leg, a second person that you personally sponsor group. So it could be someone even on that same side. Now, ideally, you want one right, one left, because that's going to create the right kind of a business. But again, you need 2 different people that you've personally sponsored somewhere in their whole team having at least 1,000 points. So you want to have that. And again, our goal in this is not only people to be 1-star, because so if you say, "Oh, I'm already a 1-star director," well, great. We want to become like a 2-star director, get to 10,000 points, 3-star director, 3,000, because why don't you get a 1-star executive? Because the hit right here, 1-star director, that's $500 bonus you're going to earn, and 2-star executive, 1-star executive, you're going to get a $5,000 bonus. So $500 here plus an extra 5,000. A lot of people can hit this very quickly between now and Christmas and have an extra cash, the extra $500 cash. Is they get $250 up front, and when you carry it out for 4 weeks, on that 4th week, you basically get that other $250, which is wonderful. So you get that $500 cash bonus. But our goal is to really help people do that. The reason why I mention this is because none of this is available until you are a 1-star director yourself. And once you help other people get 1-star director, this actually the way that we make the most amount of money. Ken told me the other day, and he said, you can share this if you want to, is that he's making over $100,000 a month right now on this mentorship matching bonus. So if you like that idea of making over $1 million a year, right, from this, this is a good way to do that, because what happens is that when you have people in your first generation, and basically you get paid based upon the level that you're at. So obviously our goal is to help you rank up so you get higher and higher percentages. So again, we're running for 1-star presidential. They added 3 more things on top of the SPD. So senior presidential directors right here. These are the next 3 levels. This is really elite plus 300,000. I mean, it's crazy. So presidential, these are different ranks ups, but the key to this is, once again, being a 1-star director. If you have people in your once again, are also 1-star director, then basically you get that level 1 generation bonus. Now, once you're a 2-star director, you get the 1st and 2nd generation. Obviously, we brought in Josh, who brought in Brenton, who brought in Chuck. So Chuck is a level 3 for us. But again, we're very happy to be earning 12% on Chuck, and eventually it could be 15%, right? Because again, the people he was bringing in, we weren't getting money on that now. So people he's bringing in, we're actually getting percentage of this. But I want you to understand how powerful this is, guys. This is very, very easy. It's very simple. It's not hard to do. It's just a matter of consistent. It's interesting. I'm getting my phone's blown up. It's just working consistently and persistently on doing the basics, and that's it. So the part that I want you to understand is we are going to be setting up personally a WhatsApp group. And we're going to be calling it Destination Director, and we're going to be basically talking to each of you specifically about accountability. That's what this really is, because attitude, activity, accountability is really the biggest part of this. You get the right attitude, you get the right activity, and the activity is something we do daily, and then you have the right accountability. So what you need to do is come up with, what do you want to do on a day-to-day basis? Some of you may say, I want to talk to 3 people a day. Some people say, I want to talk to 5 people a day. Some people say, I can only talk to 1 person a day, whatever it is. Some people can say, I'm going to talk to like 10 people a day. Whatever your number is, we want you to basically not only do that, but be accountable for it, because you're going to start seeing things moving forward. And what we're going to be doing is, and Ben is going to talk a little bit more about this too, is once again, having each of the leaders do the same thing. I just spoke with Josh earlier. So if you're on Josh's team, he's going to be putting together a specific destination director for his team. Chuck, I'd recommend you have a specific destination director for your team to have people be accountable to this. It's optional. so is success, right? So we tell people all the time that there's little things that make a big difference in this. And those little things that Chuck was talking about earlier, seeing where people are at and helping them to get to that level is a big difference. But for you to also do certain things on a regular basis and setting a goal specifically, if you're not director yet, when do you want to be 1-star director? I don't care if you just started today. Set a goal. Now, if you say tomorrow, may not happen unless we do a big meeting tonight, right? So but the second part is, when do you want to hit director? You want to let us know that, or let your team lead know that, and they're going to let us know that too. And we're going to be celebrating you, and we're going to be edifying you and building you up. And then basically we're going to have people on a daily basis put information in there, and then again we're going to start celebrating people on that. But you're going to start seeing 1-stars, 2-stars directors, 3-star director, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star manager start being recognized, and we're going to make a massive big deal out of 1-star director. I'm telling you right now, because it is a big deal. Company's giving you $500. We don't have to run anything above and beyond it, but what we have to do is make sure you understand how big this is. And then we want to help your team do the exact same thing. Why? Because it opens up those matching bonuses. And again, if you like the idea of what I talked about earlier with Ken, he's just getting started. He's probably going to be doubling that in the next 6 months. I'm not kidding, because their organization is exploding, right? Same thing with Stephen G. Namer. Same thing for us. Same thing for Chuck. Same thing with Brendan. Everybody else that's on here that's talked today. Your team is growing based upon your level of involvement, which is huge. So Chuck said, I'm not missing Hawaii, because so guess what do you think he's doing? He's saying, I'm going to hit this as quickly as possible because I want to help other people get that. But it's the same thing. Put the oxygen mask on first. Get yourself there by helping other people. Then you can start helping and focusing and helping other people get to Hawaii as well. So Mena, you want to share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, if you missed Saturday's training, please do go and watch Saturday's training, because both Luke and Scott were at Anaheim, California, and they got super excited, not just about being in Anaheim. They were excited about the fact that they saw what the LifeWave is all about, but they got so fired up being at the A Million Stars with Stephen G. Merritt, and this is a team which a lot of us were there at that meeting. And, they launched. They got out of there, they launched, and we know Luke's story, 10 days, he's already going to Hawaii. Scott, 6 days and going to Hawaii, 4 ranks in I don't know, a few days. So it is so doable. This is not a difficult thing. If you, and maybe some of you have organized an event or a party or something, how difficult is it to get 10 people to come to your party? So the whole thing is just sharing and talking to people and caring about people, because you know what, you don't want that person to say to you, well, why didn't you tell me about this? Or you don't want to walk into an event and see that they are on someone else's team. So today, make a decision that you're going to be speaking to absolutely everybody that you can think of. Go back to kindergarten, if you remember them. I've been looking people up that I knew since I was 5 years old, trying to find them, because the Lord has put them on my heart. Oh yes, what about her? And what about that person? And you know what? If the name comes to you, go find them. Do whatever it takes to get a hold of that person, because you don't know who is praying for an opportunity. We have something that nobody else has. We have an opportunity. We are on the right team, the right time, the right company, the right opportunity, the enhancements, everything that is there is for right now, and it's for the taking. So you know what? I would say is, no better time than now. A lot of you that maybe are coming back here to these meetings every week, and you're listening to this, and it's time to take action. That's what it's, massive action. Make a decision. Greg and I talk every day, and now that I'm here and he's there, we talk about not only telling you guys to do it, but we need to take more action. We need to be more out there. We need to be stepping it up, because I know we do. We're wanting to get P1 done, Presidential 1. Because why? My goodness, that means we're helping a lot of people, because the only way we can get there is by helping other people. Look at Chuck. He went in, he checked what was happening with Dennis Rodden, I think his name is. You know what, if we're not there to help our team, helping your team means helping yourself, because whatever happens underneath you is going to take you to the next level. So I keep saying the same thing: a rising tide is going to raise all ships, right? So just the same thing, Steve Merritt talks about finding the taproot. Go find the newest person. Who's the last person that got signed up in that one leg? Are they excited? Do they know what they have their hands on? Put some fuel on that fire, light them up, and that lighting them up is going to light the whole leg up, and you're going to have a lot of excited people. So that's what this business is all about, is encouraging, blessing each other, because the Bible says when we bless others, we ourselves will be blessed. When we want a friend, we go show ourselves friendly. So the same things that you want happening for yourself, go make them happen for other people, or help them make
Yes.
it happen.
Help them. And last thing I'm going to share, and then we're done, is that, again, understand this. You don't have to understand all this yet. Just know that this one-star director is very, very critical, because once again, same thing as we're helping people go to these different levels here. You can make, once again, and we talk about that one-star director, you make up to $2,500 a week there alone. So you can make up to $10,000 a month. And I want you to think about this for a second. So a lot of people see this $3,000. I'd like you to take a screenshot of this. I'd like you to think about this. And again, you don't have to know all the numbers. Just know that in the next 21 days, you can make $3,000, right? But I want you to think about, if I gave you $3,000 right now and you had to do something with it, what would you do? Some of you are like going, I need a new washer and dryer. Some people are saying, I'd like to be able to get new tires in my car. Some people are saying, I'd like to take a little vacation, or I'd like to be able to buy somebody this, or I'd like to do whatever. Some people are like, I'd like to be able to get that one credit card paid off finally, right? Whatever that $3,000 is, write that down specifically, because $3,000 doesn't mean anything until you attach it to something significant. Some of you are like, well, I need to do whatever. Now, I'm going to challenge you, though, because I want you to think about this. You want to do the same with other people. When you're getting them started, and you talk about this 21-day fast start, $3,000, if I gave you $3,000 cash right now and you said, you've got to use it now, what would you use it on? Because again, that is going to trigger something in their mind saying, this is something that I really want to do. It might be a new computer, it might be a new whatever. It could be saying, hey, I gotta pay for my kids, whatever it is, right? It could be for, different stuff. Some people say, I just want to pay down bills. But whatever it is that motivates you, put that down. Specifically what that is. I mean, we got 50,000 reasons to go one star presidential, right? So write that down. So men, write down what you're spending that money on specifically. So
I've already spent it.
Yeah. So the part that you want to think about, though, more than anything else, is what can you do to inspire other people? Because all it is left and right by Monday night, right? I'm sorry, out of the gate in 48 and left and right by Monday night. If you can just do those two phrases and help people do that, everything else comes into place. And just keep on. And everything else, and please let us know people that rank up, because I'm like, great, now the internet's unstable. I'm literally right now going, oh my gosh, how am I getting all these people on here before 1 o'clock today? So sorry for the confusion on that, but again, we're gonna get this started. So anything else real quick? Otherwise, we're gonna pray real quick. Nope. Okay, if you want to just bow your head with me, if you gotta go. Thank you, Father. First of all, thank you for bringing this opportunity to all of us. Thank you for bringing this product to all of us. It's changed my life. It's changed my wife's life. It's changed now thousands of people around the world. And we thank you, Father, for this. We thank you, Lord, for bringing the leadership of Steve and Gina Merritt and Ken and Dinah Burke and all the people that we're working with, Lord God, that have brought leadership to us. So we're helping as many people as we can. We thank you, Lord, for the mentorship and giving us the right skills and abilities and even the right words to speak to people, to encourage them, to empower them, to help them. And we are asking, again, you said if we ask, we receive, for divine appointments, divine connections, divine interventions from you, Lord, for uncommon leaders, uncommon mentors, uncommon influencers joining our team this week, Father. And we're so thankful. This is the week of Thanksgiving. That, Lord, I'm asking you to remind us all of all the ways you've blessed us, and that us being so grateful and thankful for not only for you, for what you did, Jesus, for us, but what you're doing for us every day and all the ways that we've been blessed. So I'm just asking, Lord, that you remind people of the ways that you've blessed us, so that we can have an attitude of gratitude everywhere we go and everything we do. And we thank you, Father, for your protection that surrounds us all like a ball of fire. And we thank you for growing our business exponentially, expanding our businesses, our ministries, our territories all over this world. And we praise you and thank you for all the leaders here, giving us the right abilities to change lives. And we praise you and thank you for all these things. In Jesus' name, amen. Awesome. We're so thankful for everyone here. We love you. We ask God's blessings upon you. We just ask the Lord to continue to bless you in mighty ways. And I can't wait to see you guys in person, meet you in person. For some of you who haven't seen that in South Africa, here we go, man. It's going to be so much fun this next week. It's going to be amazing. So, Maddie, anything else you want to wrap up with?
No, just want to say go one star director if you haven't done that yet. Make a
Yes,
decision
amen.
now,
And
today.
if you've done it already, let's help your team do it. Same thing. So awesome. Bless you guys. Have a blessed week. Thanks again, everybody, for sharing. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Brendan, for everybody sharing. Bless you guys. Have an amazing week. We'll talk to you real soon. Love you, sweetie. You look amazing. Talk to you soon. Thanks.